Welcome
back, everybody.
Okay, sidekick. Why do you keep trying to do that?
Because you do it every time.
You don't want to take the reins, but you're obsessed with trying to jump the gun on me with this.
That's what makes me a good sidekick. I keep you trying to up your game so you can stay on top.
This is what gets you spat upon.
I mean, fair point.
Right.
Yeah. So anyways, today, we've got a very special guest.
A very special guest.
I believe was here last time. I can't really remember.
Yep, I was here.
He was.
About 20 minutes.
He made a cameo. He was supposed to have a whole episode, and last week was just logistically a nightmare. Mostly because you kept lying about band practice.
Yeah, I did lie about
You made that up.
Was lied to about band practice.
No, you made it up. You just didn't want a podcast. You played hooky.
I want to go ahead and go on record and just apologize for acting out so badly.
Why?
I don't know. I couldn't even make it through. Like, I love listening to myself just talk about things. And I made it about 15 minutes in, and I was like, I got to turn this shit off. Like, I wanted to go through the speaker and reach back in time and slap the shit out of myself.
You just...
Like, shut up, dude. Just shut up.
I don't think that it was... You really went anywhere that you haven't went before. You mean, you were a little more wound up.
I think I went into it with such... is it vitriol? Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, for Donald Trump. I mean, but you kept reiterating over the whole thing that it's not about, like, you're just staying for conservatives or liberals.
Stop making excuses for me.
Because it wasn't that bad. The reason that other podcasts got deleted is because it, as a whole, was dog shit.
Yeah, it was a bad podcast.
That was not. That was a lot of fun.
I remember having a lot of fun doing it.
It was great. I spat on you multiple times. It is probably the one time that we needed a video component to this podcast.
I wish I had been here for that one.
At any rate, I'm sorry for just getting so out of sorts about everything, everybody. I'll stand by, I believe, the spirit of what I said, which is our government is trash. Everybody involved in it is trash. The people that stormed it are trash. The people that went fucking AP this summer rioting and shit are trash. And probably all of you are trash. And generally, I don't think much of any of them. Or you. Not you specifically, Chace. You, the listener. I don't think much about you.
Well, I mean, we don't respect them. That's obvious.
Certainly do not. Certainly do not.
That's
But
okay.
I'll tell you who I do think a lot of, and that is Izzy.
I do too.
The listeners are definitely not part of this equation whatsoever.
Well, you're like the main part of our audience. You're probably like our biggest fan.
Probably so.
This is probably a dream come true for you.
I do.
Right?
I want all your shit.
You're a little starstruck right now. I know everyone else is because we didn't get any questions. I don't blame them, even though I posted like our email address and no one posted on the Facebook.
I got one.
Well, I mean, they didn't send any to the particular places that I posted for, and I don't blame them. I would be intimidated to send us a question too, for us to address it on air. That's our presence projects through this microphone, through the internet, and we probably intimidate people as they listen on their morning drives or wherever they go.
Yeah, I imagine. Their fight or flight response is just redlining by the time they get to work.
Yeah, and they're probably really productive.
They'll probably go in and fist fight somebody immediately.
Well, after that adrenaline spike, can you blame them?
Up.
I mean, that's the type of energy that I like to carry around.
If you have been fired because of the CNH podcast,
please let us know, because it will make me feel good about myself.
It'll let me know that I'm leaving a mark on the world, and I like that. I want to leave.
And if you don't, I'm just going to assume that you probably did, and you're just too intimidated to let us know.
They probably got the internet shut off because they ain't got a job no more, and they can't.
Well, no, they got phones.
Yeah, who doesn't have
It's
a phone
just
these days?
our magnetic and magnanimous presence that fills every part of their life.
Permeates.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the
we
proper
soak
term.
in through you bitches' pores like a parfum.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No eau de toilette here. We are a parfum.
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 What weird greasy language is that from?
It's European French. They have stupid words like that. We have good French over here, like roux.
Crawdad. That's French.
We're gonna make a
roux. We're going down here to shove hole. Make a good roux down here. Yeah, fucking Creoles, man. Y'all are great, though.
They are great.
Y'all are really great. Like, y'all scare the shit out of me, but you're great.
I meant to go in on this last week. I do have something to address with them. And it's their fucking obsession with Mardi Gras and king cake.
What's king cake?
It's some stupid cake that they have during Mardi Gras. Basically, it's like cinnamon buns with extra shit. No, it's king cake. Oh.
Is it one of those things where you take something very normal and, like, I don't know, throw some...
They have Mardi Gras beads on it. It's got some stupid icing. When I was pipelining, there was a bunch of dudes from Louisiana in that office. And we would get there in the mornings. And at that point, like, I want to say it would have been around this time a couple years ago. They knew that I was pretty strict on, like, how I was eating, and I'd lost a bunch of weight. And my buddy Ross came in and he was like, listen, I don't care what kind of fucking diet you're on. You're going to eat some of this. And I was like, that's been out all day, dude. Like, since yesterday. And he took a piece of it off the table, and he just ate it. And he was like... And I was like, oh, okay. And I tried it. I was like, tastes like a cinnamon roll that's been out all night.
It's kind of like my wife's favorite...
Mardi Gras fucking sucks, okay?
Mardi
Gras is stupid, and it's fucking pointless.
It's better than Christmas.
It gets more... It's better... Well, no.
It's better than Christmas because titties and alcohol.
That's at a lot of Christmases.
But it's expected at Mardi Gras.
I don't know. I know. No.
And probably pretty normal.
Don't care. I hate Mardi Gras.
Or maybe that's just Tuesday with Creoles.
Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, fuck Mardi Gras.
Take off your bra. I don't know. It's a fun way that Creoles would say titties.
Don't remember any particular slang. Getting tossed around.
Crawdads.
Crawdads? Look at crawdad mounds. You crazy French bastards. You're not even French anymore. Y'all are better than that. Y'all are Creole.
They are. They're our French.
Yeah, you're our French, and that's the best kind.
Like I said, I hate that shit, but I still would have it before anything over in France.
Word.
Like, I need land for my children.
Baguette. I need land for my children. Fuck European stuff. It's weird. Like I'll come and I'll apologize about being loud about how much I hate Trump, which by the way I do. But I'll be really loud about that and apologetic. But then I'll be like, all of England, all of Britain, really. Like, I just shit on the whole thing, drive on the wrong side of the road, you have a clock, you ride around on bicycles and shit like a bunch of fucking idiots.
It fucking sucks.
I don't feel even a little bit remorseful about that. I stand by all of that shit.
I think that's just...
Fuck y'all.
I think that's just in our blood. It's built into us.
It's in our American DNA.
Yeah. Like, oh, look, our buses have a second story. Oh, look, I don't have to ride the bus, you fucking peasant.
Right? You gotta ride a bus. You in elementary school. I'm fucking dying, dude. You fucking Brits, y'all are so stupid.
Sounds like a fun place to be.
No, fuck them. It's not fun. You know what sounds
like? I want to go to Scotland. I've always wanted to go there.
Scotland? Is Scotland Britain?
No,
we established that Scotland and Ireland.
Pretty sure they had like a whole terrorist thing for a little while where they were like, we don't want to be under your rule or anything.
Yeah,
I'd like to go there.
Yeah, Scotland, Ireland, they're cool. Like they're all right. I really don't have any beef with them. All the Braveheart shit, like y'all are cool.
Braveheart shit.
It's fine.
Who's like, Mark Wahlberg shoots flames out his arse, and he's like, I am Mark Wahlberg from the Funky Bunch.
Okay.
Is it Mark Wahlberg from the Funky Bunch?
I guess. I don't know.
It's Mark
Wallace.
I don't know what
that has to do with fucking
Braveheart.
Or Braveheart. That was Mel Gibson.
But I know, I'm saying, I think the character he was playing was like Mark Wallace or something like that.
No!
Saying Mark Wahlberg.
No, it's William Wallace.
There you go. That's
Mark Wahlberg is the Funky Bunch dude, but it doesn't have anything to do with that fucking
But in the joke
movie.
stands. I said what I said. Look, I like you guys. I don't care enough to memorize every character off of your movies that we made.
Yeah, that's
by the way. America #1.
Holy shit.
Is there any way in which we aren't better than the rest of the world?
Many.
Probably made that shit right here in Texas, too. Which is the best part of America.
Is it?
Yeah, clearly. No. It's got a lot of the best parts in it, though.
It's got some good spots.
Yeah.
It's alright.
You can fire guns off.
It's
We've
a good
got
spot.
a pretty...
It's not fucking Rhode Island
We've got
or fucking Kansas.
We've got a pretty badass castle wall. No weed.
Well,
All the CBD you can shake a fucking stick at, speaking of.
Well, I mean, it's coming.
What, CBD?
No, weed. It has to. It's permeating at the center of the state, in the capital of the state, and it's just going to
What,
spread.
Dallas?
No, Austin.
Obviously.
That was another one of my little...
Your jokes land like a fucking belly flop in an empty pool.
I make them, and I'm not saying they're good.
So, we can keep prattling on like this.
Were there actual topics that you guys had planned for?
Oh, I had the one right in.
Well, we'll get to that later. We need to abuse our guest.
I feel like we've already been through it, though. The right in. It was just go through the evolution of masturbation.
I think we kind of addressed that in the
Yeah,
second
we already
episode.
did.
The second
Oh.
episode. I mean, we could talk about jacking it, I guess, if they really want us to.
Yeah, well, maybe later on down the road we'll talk about jacking a little bit.
We'll come back around. We'll reach back around for that one.
Phone lines are open. If you want to hear about us jacking it, give us a ring. That one landed. I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
Someone put some water in the pool, I guess.
All right. There was one thing.
I did have one more thing I wanted to ask you. Did you read that description of the last episode?
Trump train 40K?
Yeah, the description though.
Oh no.
I'm sure you would like it.
What was it?
It's in the grim dark future of 2021, our democracy is crumbling, and it's all Lorgar's fault.
Oh, it's not Lorgar's fault.
So anyway,
I do remember touching on that about whose fault it was. Was it Lorgar's fault? And I maintain no, it's Emperor's fault.
Oh, definitely.
Thank you, Iz.
He's a shithead.
Yeah.
but he had some very strong rules for a good reason. And he had this one.
They turned out not to be very good, though.
Yeah, when your kids keep breaking them. One especially that starts it all.
What the fuck ever, dude. What the fuck ever. That's all I got. I'm like, agree to disagree, I guess. You're wrong, though.
So anyway, Israel,
Yes.
best boy.
Very best.
Stop calling me that.
Boy.
Stop calling me that. I'm going home. Alright, where were you born? Let's just start there.
What's that place called? El Dorado? About 30 minutes outside of my hometown where I grew up.
So it wasn't any place crazy like Venezuela or...
No.
Or
It was
Nicaragua or
southern
Venus.
Arkansas.
Right?
The stars.
On a space station.
Way down south. Where the kookaburras grow.
What's a kookaburra?
I have no idea.
But they grow there.
I'm sure they're spiky.
Right? Everything's fucking spiky out there, man.
No, but I was born in El Dorado and grew up in Camden, Arkansas.
Where all have you been?
All over the place. From the Philippines to several countries in South America, Canada. I've never gone the European way.
Don't. There's nothing there.
I want to go to Scotland. And also...
Can we claim them?
There's like
Can
Finland.
we just claim them? I like
And there's
them.
like Sweden. I would like to go
awesome.
there. I don't give a shit about like France or Spain or Italy. Like, I don't care about those places, but there's some Eastern European countries that I think are interesting and I would like to see.
I would like Sweden. That's where like the best metal comes from.
All those Netherlands countries there.
Yeah,
that I can never remember any names.
Like that actually burnt down churches and like ate each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking metal as shit.
I went to Hong Kong once.
Ew, weird. What was that like?
It was shitty. I hate that place.
Was it
What was wrong
was
with
it like
Hong Kong?
a mission trip type thing?
No. No. I was in the Philippines and we had to renew our visa, so we went to Hong Kong for a little while.
Well, I mean, that was part of like, I mean, because like,
So you just got to see the bureaucratic side of Hong Kong. You're like,
Yeah.
not this place.
I just thought that like
It's really cool outside of that building.
I thought that was part of like why you guys traveled so much, but I guess I was just.
Dad decided he wanted to try and get what are those? Whenever you rip something off, it's called
Scam.
Grift.
No, like it's a Louis Vuitton bag, but made. In
Oh, a knockoff?
Well, a knockoff. That's good enough. Yeah, he wanted to try and buy a bunch of knockoff Apple telephones and bring them back to the U.S. and sell them. So he wanted to go to Hong Kong. So we spent a little time there.
For some reason, that money-making scheme seems beneath your dad.
It definitely didn't work.
Was he just bored?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he was. And it took about 48 hours for him to figure out that this is a stupid thing. And we're not going to do this. So we just hung out in Hong Kong for a couple of days and went back to the Philippines.
Okay.
That seems like a weirdly dubious scheme for such a well-to-do man to come up. Like, that's like finding out like Bill Gates is selling crack.
Which is
why, like it's just or Bill Gates is selling like some ditch weed.
Which is why it irritated the dog shit out of me, and I hate Hong Kong now. Also, all the protests and whatnot that have been going on for 9 months now.
Well, that's just Chinese government. Fuck them.
Yeah, that's good reason.
Fuck them hard.
That's good enough.
I won't apologize for that either.
That's fine.
I should, to be fairs, we should probably scour the internet and strip any ill mention of China off of it, like from us, because that's the red wave and it's coming.
You think?
I kind of think so. I don't think we're going to be so. Somebody's going to take over us. Somebody has to. Because we're just out of fucking control. Like we're.
That's not true. We spend way too much tax money on, like, the military industrial complex.
That, and, I mean, there's a reason that no one has ever
saying
tried.
There's not salvageable parts.
Like, they might have manpower, but do you think they would really try it? Would you try to just... Yeah,
no. I don't mean like there's going to be some fucking Chinese invasion, like they're going to fly over here.
Oh, okay. Because that would not go well for them.
No, hell no. No, what I'm saying is they're probably going to buy us.
That could work.
That could
work pretty easy.
More likely to happen.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get like invaded by anybody, not successfully. Like, I'm sorry, we're kind of badass, but we're incredibly stupid. And I don't imagine it'd be too hard for some sly Chinese government agent come weaseling over here and somehow just buy America.
I mean, it would probably work the same way that it works now. You would just need some international source of money to come into the government to buy the legislators, like the corporations in America do now.
Like Disney and
Disney,
NFL, NBA.
Coal, oil,
well blubber,
energy, fucking entertainment, internet, anything like that. They could just, make a donation to this legislator to tip the vote in their favor, and it wouldn't be that big a deal. I mean, it's legal for companies to do that now.
It's true.
And individuals,
so Chinese lobbyists,
as soon as they change the laws to make it legal for international companies to lobby our politicians, that will probably happen.
I wonder how people like Jeef Bean Soup
What?
That was good enough for me. I got it.
I can't just Jeff Bezos.
Oh, Jeff
Bean
Bezos.
Soup.
Why don't you just say his name?
Because Chief Bean Soup is so much more fun, and fuck that guy.
I thought you were trying to like sidestep saying it for some fear.
I really don't want him to know I'm out here talking shit about him.
Well, he does now.
You know he fucking moves things with his mind.
He doesn't
look
give
at
a
that
shit.
fucking
You
guy.
said it with 3 phones in the room.
And some are about to load onto the internet.
Oh no, it's already there.
I don't think Jeef is listening to us though.
It's out there. He knows already.
Yeah.
He probably has some type of.
I like to think that he's listening to it and just mad as fuck. That Hunter, this little piss ass Hunter out in buttfuck Texas, calls me Jeef Bean Soup all the fucking time. Fuck that kid.
Well, do you?
Yeah,
All the time.
because Jeef Bean Soup is hilarious to say.
It's all right, I guess.
It's pretty fucking great. You think of a better one?
Jiffy Mentos.
Do it. You can't.
I don't want to
You can't.
because I don't care about
Jeef Bean Soup.
Chief Bean Soup.
Yeah, because that's fun to say.
I guess.
Anyways, guys like him, how are they going to feel about some sort of Chinese takeover?
Oh, they're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chinese.
imagine the money they'd have to pay to buy him out.
He wouldn't have to pay his Amazon employees anything.
Doesn't he already not sort of?
Sort of.
Yeah, from what I understand, that distribution offices and stuff like that are kind of horrible.
Yeah, but it's nothing compared to what Chinese workers get paid currently.
Yeah, I'm sure they could work out something agreeable. The both of them.
He probably gave him a splendid idea to pay them in bean soup.
Everybody knows.
It's not even bean soup. He's gonna pay them in pea soup. Just split peas.
No, that's the English. The Englanders. When they're pea soups and shit.
Englanders.
Englanders or New Englanders?
I don't know. In New England, I don't remember there being so much pea soup. There was a lot of
I was
seafood.
about to say it's probably like chowder.
A lot of chowder. Fuck, I love Maine.
That's fine, I guess.
Or the part I went to.
I haven't been to too many places that I cared for that much more than home. I mean, home kind of sucks, but everywhere else has been
here.
meh. But everywhere else, Wyoming was okay for a little bit.
Well, you're going to the shit spots in it. We live in a not touristy, fun area. It's just a place for people. We just live.
Yeah.
And that's probably when you went to Wyoming. That's right. Now imagine there's places like that all over Maine too, but I didn't go to that. I went to the beach where there's all sorts of cool little fucking shops and weed's legal.
Well, yeah, but I went to the
That's
beach and
pretty dope.
It was a lot of fucking fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
A lot
went
of
to,
bars and shit going on. It was a blast.
I went to the beach in Florida, and it was fine.
Man, I don't like Florida.
I don't think I would want to stay there.
What's that place? Tampa?
Yeah.
I've never been over
Fuck
there.
that
Tampa,
place.
I agree.
Ugh.
There's some. Go to Galveston. Oh, fuck Florida.
Yeah.
Go to Galveston. It's closer. It's
In the doo-doo beach.
what, Galveston?
Yeah,
it's
it's
Florida.
Florida.
It's a whole doo-doo state.
It is. That's true.
I
The
can
beach
imagine
in
Florida
Galveston
being
is
a
way
lot of
worse.
fun.
I'm
if
not
you're
gonna
fucking rich.
sandbag them that bad. The beach in Destin and Navarre is way better than
Destin's
fucking Galveston.
Destin,
nice.
that's the one.
Destin is really nice.
That's where we used to go when I
We
was
went
a
like
to
kid.
Destin.
Pensacola.
We went to Destin when I was a kid, and then this couple years ago, me and my buddy and his family went to Navarre, which is just right down the road from. It's between Destin and Pensacola.
Navarre?
Alright.
Navarre.
Navarre.
Yeah, and it's not super touristy. It's just basically hotels on the beach. All the fun parasailing and tourist trap type stuff is in
Banana
Destin
boats.
and Pensacola, and then you had the spot just to chill in the bar. It was nice. I like that.
That's what's up. The beach is fun for half an hour for me, and then I'm alright, okay, there's sand in my ass crack, I'm done.
Oh, I can spend hours at the beach.
I honestly loved it. When I was a kid, I hated it because the very first time I ever went to the beach, I went off in the water.
You got
and
stung?
I got, eventually. The first time I got in there,
Dude, you do have the worst fucking luck.
the first time I was in the ocean for about 20 seconds, and then a wave hit me, and I wasn't ready for it, and I got a mouthful of salt water, and I threw up.
And you swallowed it.
Yeah, because it was just
terrible. Just
and
awful.
then later that week, I was getting up, getting ready to get out of the ocean, and a jellyfish stung the shit out of me.
Got that jellyfish, man.
And then, like, we used to go back, like, every year, and I would barely go in that fucking ocean after that.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck that. And for some reason, when I was older, I was like, yeah, man, I don't care. Fuck it, I'll go out there. I was swimming out to the fucking sandbar, like, way the fuck out there.
Hell yeah.
Early in the morning, it's like, man, maybe them dolphins will come by and I can grab one of them bitches. And then I find out, like, 2 weeks after we get back, there was goddamn sharks out there. And I was like, well, that's cool. I'm glad that didn't happen while I was there.
I was there during that.
Dude,
Okay, Israel. Enough's enough. Tell us what it's like to grow up rich.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is something we never really ask you about.
We feel like we can now.
I will tell you exactly how it is, because my dad was super proud for just as long as he was around, and we picked our own vegetables out of my grandfather's garden. That was my mother's father, and not my dad's father, who was the rich one. So during the winter, I really wished I'd picked a lot more peas instead of okra.
I don't blame you. I would be in the same boat.
Because I did not grow up rich.
Why do you tell so many fucking lies?
Figured he grew up rich. Rich did. You grew up rich.
To be fair, he has a point, because you have 2 fucking ovens. I've been to your house.
Yeah.
You have 2 ovens.
Well, Dad does all right because he was closer to Grandpa than I am. I'm a generation after. It's a different thing. And
I think you're dancing around the fact that you have 2 ovens.
Mom and Dad split up when I was pretty young, and she lived and supported the family off of alimony for a pretty good while, and then she got remarried to my stepdad, and it went from there. And I've pretty well just worked for everything that I've got up to this point. I'm sorry y'all think I'm rich, but I'm not.
Dickhead. Way to go. This is all your fault.
You brought it up.
I would expect as much from a goddamn Lorgar fanboy.
Did he not just bring... Was he not the one that brought that up? Was he not the one that said...
Let's go.
The person y'all want to talk to is my little brother.
Let's
because
go
he has grown up rich.
No, let's go to the fucking text so I can have...
Yeah, I'd like to hear this.
Yes. Let's look at this in black and motherfucking white.
Read it out loud. Like nobody on...
Oh, yeah, we're going to do
Read
that.
it out loud, what Hunter said.
Let's see. Does it start with, we'll see if he works for MLK Day? Because I don't.
No, right there.
Oh, Izzy this week. Trailer Park Life. Growing up rich. His insane masculinity. None of this is true, except for the Warhammer.
You managed a trailer park.
You did manage a trailer park.
I did do that for 2 years.
I assumed, I get now wrongly, that you grew up rich.
I did not grow up rich. I got a Super Nintendo, and then I paid for every console after that I have owned, starting with a Nintendo 64.
That is a good barometer of
my
rich or not
money.
rich.
What, Super Nintendo?
Buying a console with your own money.
Yeah.
Rich kids don't buy consoles with their own fucking money.
Rich kids don't buy consoles. Rich kids don't buy shit. Their parents buy for them.
With their own money is the distinction.
Yeah, okay, no, yeah, that does make sense. Well, I'm sorry, I wrongly assumed that. Let's learn something new.
My family was
right,
wealthy.
Well, we talked that out. Let's.
I don't have access to that wealth, and probably never will, and that's okay.
Well, your life sucks just as bad as mine does. Then, like,
sorry, bud, I've had a job since I was 16.
You do have insane masculinity. I'll stand by that statement.
I'm so masculine, I wear flannel.
That's part of it. You come over here and chop wood all the fucking time. You drink whiskey straight out of the bottle.
I do that.
I think you have just leapfrogged dadhood and went straight into grandpahood.
Well, I don't get to have boobs, so...
Who, me?
No, him.
I'm gonna deal with this in between the legs there.
Well, you're dealing with it pretty marvelously, I'd say. Like, you're doing better with yours than I am. Do you think I'd go outside and chop wood?
That's relaxing. That's fun work. There's
It is,
boring
isn't
work.
it? That's something that I didn't like when I was a kid, but now I can appreciate it as
Yeah,
an older.
like you can go out there and you can take this log and make it into something useful. Like that's
Like something to burn?
Yeah, it's enjoyable. Like you're doing something. You're moving forward on this project, which is something that I appreciate.
Yeah, you end up with like a rick of firewood. And That's nice.
Got you a nice. What's it called? Damn, I can't remember.
A rick?
Is it a rick?
Like
Rick
a rick of firewood. Yeah, is that what you're talking about? Just a
Like
big
an amount?
a big like thing of wood.
A
I never
cord?
heard it called a rick
A cord?
before. A cord. That's what I'm used
I've
to.
never heard it called that. I've always heard people call it. They sell firewood by the rick.
By the rick?
I've
Yeah.
always heard the cord.
I've heard cord too.
Never heard that.
I don't know. I think one's a larger amount than another. It's one of those weird things. Like, I think there are some things that are so fucking manly that you start like normal people measurements start breaking down. Like for instance, sailing. Sailing is one of the most masculine things a person can do. I'm a fucking sailor, sailing. And
Fuck
they're
the
like, well,
ocean.
how fast is your boat going? Like miles per. In man, they're like knots.
Is that
30
man?
knots, Captain. Aye,
I
aye.
think that's just in sailor.
Yeah, which is a manly
People
thing.
that
It's kind of
spend
like
a lot-
cutting wood. Like you don't measure it in pounds or, like it's a rick or a cord.
But a rick is still broken down by so many feet high and so many feet wide.
I don't
But
know.
they can't go off of standard measurements though. Like the gravity of the masculinity around what they're doing, like it warps what we normally think of as like normal people physics.
I think you're just romanticizing the fact that someone wanted
Chopping.
to...
If you chop wood,
Is it
on a
manly?
boat-
Is it manly that you have a gallon of water and not?
that's where black holes come from.
Is it manly that you have a gallon of water instead of X ounces?
That's
How
more
many
manly.
ever-
Yeah, that's definitely more manly. Or a liter.
Well, definitely more manly than a liter.
Quart. I think quart. That's a good.
Quart,
Depending on.
pint.
Depending on a pint. That's another one.
That's a good one.
Quality
Like
measurements.
a quart of milk.
Now, okay, you know what's a good manly measurement? Handle.
Ooh.
That is.
Yeah.
And see, and that's one of those like, how do you measure a handle? You know what I
gotta
mean?
have a handle on it.
It's one of those ineffable things. You know it when it's there. Or a pool. Get you a pool.
Get you a pool?
Like that's a. Like how much is that? How much is a pool? You know when you know it when you get there,
Exactly.
and you only know if you're man,
If you've done it.
and you're only man if you've done it. Yeah.
Well,
I believe all of this.
I'm sure you do.
This is how I
I'm
gauge
sure
my life.
you do.
That's how I know I'm so far behind.
Well, Israel, do you have any plans for this year? Do you think it's going to be any better? Do you have anything you want to accomplish?
I'm gonna learn how to sew this year.
Fucking A.
Fucking A.
Fucking A.
You made fun of me for it.
It's well, okay.
Fuck you.
He makes fun of lots of shit.
Yeah, he does.
How dare you have a pliable skill?
How dare you better yourself
I wasn't-
in any way?
I wasn't making fun of you for sewing. I was making fun of you and another grown ass, like bearded man having a conversation about like fucking different loopy knots and fabrics and patterns and shit. It was fucking hilarious, dude.
The statement
It was-
stands.
it was-
Go and fuck yourself, sir.
It's just hilarious. It was
On top of everything else I'm doing. Painting, trim work, plumbing, working on gas lines, working on electrical shit. I'm gonna go out of my way to make myself a better person and learn how to make my own fucking clothes because I value that greatly and you're gonna make fun of me.
And there is nothing wrong with that.
I agree!
If I hear two grown bearded men discussing fabrics and patterns, it's fucking hilarious to me 10 out of 10 times, and I'm not going to be able to not laugh at that.
I'm gonna make you the gayest shirt you've ever seen in your entire life.
I'll probably fucking wear it.
You're going to, because it's gonna be awesome. But I have to take this basic sewing class first, and then I'm going to take the advanced sewing class so I can actually figure out what the hell I'm doing.
I thought you were just going to figure it out yourself.
Well, I was trying to before this whole pandemic shit hit, but then everybody was inside their fucking trailers breaking shit constantly, so I got super busy. Shout out to all the fucking essential workers out there. Goddamn.
Word. Like us. Not podcasters.
Yeah, no.
Not podcasters.
People really needed us during the pandemic.
I did not get a break. I got more busy, and I'm glad to be done with it. But, yeah, that's what happened. I meant to teach myself this skill
but you got busy
9 months ago, or however the hell long ago it started, but that didn't work out.
But the work came through, so you had to put down your sewing needles and roll up your sleeves.
I had to put down my sewing needles, roll up my sleeves, and crawl up under some trailers. It happens.
That's manly as fuck.
Had to do some plumbing. Not a big deal. But now I've got the chance, because the park is sold, and we are done with that, and time to move on.
Right.
How did that feel like did you did have a little bit of trouble transitioning from that, didn't you? I mean, did it just feel, because like you said you spent a couple years doing that,
yeah,
and then like you're done with that now. Did it feel like it's like, fuck, what do I do?
Oh no, it was amazing.
Oh, it was like a relief?
Oh, super a relief. Man, you know, I would be sitting at home. It's 7:30 in the evening. I'm done with my work today. I've been painting. I've been doing trim. Oh, guess what? This guy saw a cottonmouth go up under his trailer, and now he's calling me, wanting me to crawl up under his trailer and look for a fucking cottonmouth.
Holy shit.
Under his fucking trailer? Get out of here, dude. No. You're worried about a snake under your trailer? Get your ass down there and scare it out.
Wildest shit that went down at the park. What's the wildest shit?
Some dude tried to beat the shit out of me one night, and I pulled a pistol on him.
It's pretty fucking wild.
Yeah, by far.
That's pretty fucking wild.
He got to about 10 feet away from me, and I pulled the pistol, and he kept coming at me, so I held it in front of me like I was gonna cock it, and he stopped about 5 feet away from me and screamed at me for a minute.
Why was he coming after you?
'Cause he was fucking pissed about something. Damn. They were behind on their rent, and I think he was scared I was coming over to put like a eviction notice on their door or something. But somebody had called screaming and crying before that, which is why I was out in the first place. I thought somebody was like really in trouble, which is why I had the pistol.
Right.
But I went through the park trying to figure out what the hell was going on. And this guy was out there, and I was like, "Hey man, is there a problem? What's going on?" And he was like, "No, there's no problem or anything." I was like, "Okay," and I started to walk away, and I had the pistol like held backwards in my hand. You know, it wasn't loaded or anything. And he's like, "Oh shit, you got a gun!" And then he freaked out, and that happened. And then I went and figured out where the actual problem was.
Wait, he said, "Oh shit, you've got a gun"?
And then he ran down the porch and came at me. And
that seems like a really backwards response to that.
Right?
I thought,
"Oh shit, he's got a gun! Let me run up at him."
That's what I thought too.
Let me circle around to my porch, go down the stairs, and then run 15 feet.
I was trying to walk
this guy with a gun.
It's the plan of a drug-addled mind, I'm sure.
Right. That's
was,
NPC behavior.
It was just really weird. And that was probably the wildest thing that happened. So then I went to deal with the actual problem, which was a couple that were getting high together and freaked out.
Getting high on what?
Probably meth. I don't know.
Probably meth. Probably crack rock.
It definitely
Your mama's
wasn't
on
weed
crack rock.
because
Your mama's on crack rock.
it definitely wasn't marijuana because they were they were turned up.
They were
Let me
turned
tell
up.
you.
You're gonna twack the fuck out on fucking methamphetamines.
Is it selfish of me to say sometimes I wish you were still in that trailer park?
No, it is not. But
Because I didn't have to deal with all of those problems. I just knew that every Sunday I got to go to Izzy's house, and there was usually a warm meal and good company.
A rousing game of D&D.
Oh man.
It was, for lack of a better term, a safe space.
Yes.
It really was.
Absolutely.
It's apparently a not very safe space.
Apparently not.
Fucking cottonmouths under trailers and methed out people chasing down, bringing fists to gunfights, apparently.
There was this dog that had really crooked teeth that would come over there to try and screw one of the trailer park bitches. And I say that correctly because it was a female dog, and that is the proper term. Not because I'm sexist.
But he is.
Yeah, dudes are awful. I hate them. I just like their dicks. But I would have to smack that thing in the face with the board every now and then to get it to leave.
Holy shit.
It'd growl at me a little bit, and I'd just beat the shit
It
out
really
of
wanted
it.
pussy. Wait, there comes this cock-blocking motherfucker again.
I made that thing's teeth more crooked than they were.
Maybe you should have hit the other side of his face and straightened him out.
Well, I thought about shooting him.
That's stupid as fuck.
No, I always hit him on the same side of the head. But I'm right-handed, so I swing that way naturally. But yeah, I eventually got that thing to where it wouldn't fuck around.
I found a bag of meth on the road. Brooke and I did. We went for a walk. When it snowed, we got like
All right.
a quarter-inch of snow.
Did you get a quarter-inch out
Like
here?
a quarter-inch of snow, man.
We didn't get shit in
Yeah,
Texas.
We got about a half inch
Shut
in
school down.
Locksburg.
All right. Shut the school down. All the bread was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have to go into work until like 8 o'clock, and I got to, the 20 miles to like where I work, and they didn't get any snow, and I was like, okay, whatever.
No, it was barely anything. It was gone by noon.
No, it snowed a little bit in TK, but it didn't even stick. It melted when it hit the ground.
Yeah, we went on a walk and found a little fucking baggie of meth. And I was just like
Like one of the little square baggies,
yeah,
like half inch by half inch?
Yeah, the little Ziploc things are teeny tiny Ziploc bags. Yeah. We picked it up and was like, yeah, there's meth in that. Mark was like, well, put it down. Like, you don't know where the fuck that thing's been.
Somebody keistered that for sure.
And then we were like, we gotta move. We gotta get the fuck out of here. Fucking crackhead.
That's funny.
Breaking into my damn shop.
Oh man, me and my brother-in-law were working in a house one day, and he found a little baggie of meth, and I was out back burning shit, and he didn't even know what to do with it because his little brother kind of got fucked off on drugs real bad, and came out gay after that, and he kind of doesn't really know what to do about all of it.
Does he associate the two together? Like
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, he does that
This is
for
gay
sure.
powder.
That's scientific, though.
But he came out there
A
while
plus B equals C.
Exactly.
he came out there while I was burning all that shit, and he was just like, I found this in the bathroom, so I just took it from him and threw it straight in the fire. I was
Did he
just,
think?
just don't.
No.
It's easy to be done with this.
Yeah, what are you trying to do with that, bud?
Did he think if he gave it to you, it would empower you?
I don't know, but it was just the little baggie with the little line of meth.
Like I found this bag of meth. I figured maybe you want it.
I just took it from him and flicked it right into the fire, and he snapped out of it immediately like that. He was like, "Oh yeah, we can just not deal with that."
He was the meth was singing to him and had him in a gay trance.
A precious bauble. Rolling out to him.
and you just broke him out of it. It's like you're not ready for this, son.
Yeah, you can just take this and not deal with that, and it'll be okay. It's just a substance. But yeah, I forgot that had happened, but that really did. Holy shit! Yeah, we found meth once.
I found a little bag of pot in the parking lot when I was living in Texarkana several years ago. And then, I was looking at it and I was like, okay, whatever. I'm going to leave it here. I don't care. And my ex was like, I guess these people had dropped it. She was like, is this your pot? And this girl was like, yeah.
Hell yeah, it is.
I was like, just leave it there, idiot. Why are you even touching their stupid pot?
Oh, man. I was walking from my house to the Walmart on the Arkansas side one time, and this white Tahoe came flying down County Road coming from... This is 80, isn't it?
Yeah.
Freeway? Yeah, coming like from 80 going into downtown, down county. And I mean, they were going 70 miles an hour right there by the Arkansas Walmart. And they threw this great big trash bag out onto the road, and about 10 seconds later, this old Lincoln came flying down county at the same speed, chasing them. And I thought, holy shit, I'm about to get so much weed. So I ran and opened up the bag, and it was just grass clippings.
Or so you think.
And I never heard anything else about it. They probably resolved that situation amongst themselves that evening.
I think we learned that you don't walk to Walmart. You get in your own car and just go.
Don't walk.
No, I lived around. I've got a house around the block from Walmart there.
No excuse.
So I would just walk over there and get like salad stuff and eat dinner.
Don't do it.
It's probably a good idea. But it does scare me because I see those folks driving their electric scooters down the road from Fox Creek Apartments to Walmart, and somebody driving like that. That's not even the first time I've seen folks going like 60 or 70 down that road. Like I know
a couple of handsome fellows that drove about 70 down Jefferson.
Yeah. Yeah.
A couple brave warrior types.
Right? Doers. Probably on some type of mission.
Probably.
Thinking clear and headed home. Whatever that means.
Sailing home.
Sailing home.
With the wind at my back.
Doing about 45 knots.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's a dangerous road sometimes. You gotta watch out for county, man.
Dude, all these roads are dangerous. There's all the time. There's fucking wrecks every goddamn time I go into town.
Yeah.
There's fucking wrecks.
You're just building more and more of the case just to leave this place behind.
I mean, it's not all there is to it. It's not just car wrecks as far as the eye can see. There's good stuff too. Like I get to live in my house, which is not there. Nobody can bother me. You know, cost of living is down. That's really fucking nice.
Yup.
There's a bar that I like. I know some of the people here that aren't terrible people.
Do you though?
Yeah, it's hard to find people that aren't terrible.
It's a difficult thing.
It's a trick, man.
It's hard. I'm glad I've got you guys. Holy shit.
You gotta think about, like, we've been curating friendships for how long since we were, like, little kids.
Yeah, they don't have very many.
Yeah, and this is all we got. It's all we got to show for it.
I think that's the way.
30 years.
That's the way to go. Some people, I don't know that they graze friendships. I guess.
Yeah, tourists.
Like they
Tourists.
I think they just get that little shot of dopamine out of like knowing, like, oh, I know that person. Oh, I'm good with that person. But I don't know. I need something more.
I need to build a relationship with my fellows.
Yes,
Brotherhood.
It gets harder and harder to
Camaraderie.
do. Harder and harder to do as you get older.
Well, it's because I think it's because like we have friendships that have been around for a long time, so it's hard to meet somebody new and start over with that, especially with like a 99%
It's like
chance of them being a fuckhead.
This new person is not necessarily in competition with, but has to be better than like your solitude.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, because when you're a kid, you're much more open and malleable to, like, everyone.
Yeah.
You're not jaded. You haven't been painted with any type of biases. You just think, like, oh, this new group of people, some of these people might want to play with me or something like that.
Right.
You can be friends.
I think that as an adult.
I don't.
Maybe they'll want to play with me.
I don't.
Hey, fellas. Hiya, fellas. Let's throw the ball. Are we drinking?
That's why when we go to the bar, I just kind of sit there.
Yeah, bars are alright.
Yeah, for like brief periods of time.
For like 2 hours. Hour and a half.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I have spent like killed a whole night at a bar before and had a lot of fun doing it. I've also been stuck at a bar all night when I wanted to leave after like an hour, and that sucks.
Yeah. What am I gonna do? Guess I'll order another beer.
I think one of the worst times I ever had is like I went to this shitty bar you remember at the fucking Caliente. I think we've talked about it before.
Yeah, that was a really shitty bar.
It was horrible.
It was more like a club.
Well, it was a quote-unquote
like,
club. It was a fucking bar.
It had a sizable dance floor.
It was a fucking bar.
And
that's why people went.
And they played really loud club music. And people danced a lot.
Some people did, but I mean, I remember going there because I was supposed to meet this chick, and it did not go well within like 15, 20 minutes. And I was like, all right, I'm done. And I was there with one of my friends, and he was like, no, let's stay. And he kept saying that for like 3 hours. I'm like, dude, I'm ready to fucking go.
Was it me?
No, it wasn't you.
Oh.
No, I got...
What was he staying for?
I don't know why the fuck he wanted to stay.
Indignant.
I wanted to fucking go. He wasn't talking to anybody or doing anything. I don't know why he wanted to be there. I wanted to fucking leave. I was like, okay, the reason I came here is gone. I don't have any reason to stay in the shithole. I don't drink.
How did it go bad in like 20 minutes?
It was just one of those situations like you meet someone. It's like it was just such an
one of those dates like when you go up and dinner, you sit there and like, oh damn, you suck.
It wasn't even a date.
This is gonna be a bummer.
It wasn't even a date though. She's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be at the Caliente." I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll come meet." And it was just like, "Oh, hey," and I was like, "No, no." And then he wouldn't fucking leave. So, dude, I want to go. I kept telling him I'm gonna fucking leave you, and I just wouldn't leave him because I was like, "God damn, I can't fucking leave this asshole here."
Who was it?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Whisper it in my ear.
No,
whisper it in his ear.
It was my friend William.
There's a couple of those.
I only have one. If you're not surprised you don't remember Stone Man.
No, there's two.
No, there's one.
There's the one that...
There was the one that was at my wedding.
In college, listened to the fucking Aerosmith song. Da-da-da-da-da, and the sweet surrender.
I don't know about that. You know the one that was at my wedding. That's the only friend named William I've had.
Okay.
We've been friends since, like, as long as...
Well, I thought you were friends with other William, too. I'm sorry.
I don't know who this other William is you're fucking talking about, bro.
He was keyed into the energy, man. He just wanted to experience it.
Oh. I was friends with his brother.
Okay, I knew that. I thought maybe you were friends with the older...
He actually is a podcast listener.
He is?
Yeah.
See? He knows what I'm talking about then.
Maybe. I don't know.
I can't remember who told me about that. But they were like, yeah, he listens to this one fucking... What is that fucking song? Don't want to close my eyes.
It's the Armageddon song.
I miss you, baby.
It's the Armageddon song.
Yeah.
I don't know the actual name of it.
It's Nickelback, isn't it?
No, it's Aerosmith.
Basically.
Oh, Aerosmith.
Basically.
Yeah, they're the same.
But, yeah, you listen to that shit all the time. Yeah, I was... Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, that means if you didn't re-listen to everything, you didn't get to the part where you went on about how all the merits of Limp Bizkit.
They've got merit.
Yeah, we talked about that. But
Limp Bizkit does?
You should get past that first 30 minutes of the last podcast.
I'll give it a try. I'll skip ahead.
Just skip to where we start talking about Warhammer.
All right.
That's a pretty good part.
I want to talk about Warhammer.
Let's talk about
Warhammer then.
Warhammer is dope.
I don't know if I would even like it that much. I still want to try.
Favorite unit?
The Tau.
Dreadnought.
Oh,
you mean
unit? I don't know that much.
Dreadnought is fucking awesome.
Imperial Dreadnought. Even in death, I still serve.
They're not dead though. They're like undead, and they're
they're cool.
So I've got and I don't know if this is specific to the chaos side, but it's the word bearers, and there's this guy Marduk. And he gets put in a dreadnought.
Continue.
He's
enjoying it.
Are you okay?
He's enjoying it.
Are you done?
I haven't done or said anything.
Anyways,
sitting here.
He gets interred into a dreadnought. Interred, and he gets put in, and it's
Yes.
So basically, whenever he's not awake and going to combat, he's in like a
dream, like a fugue,
a fugue
state. Yeah,
fugue state.
fugue. Yeah.
I learned that from Breaking Bad.
Kind of, but it's like hell.
Yeah. He's experiencing all the past wrongs done to him and shit.
Yeah, and
and it's brutal.
And it never ends. And then he wakes up and goes to war, but he doesn't really even get all the pleasures from that because he can't feel anything.
Because he's in hell.
But he's still excited about going and killing.
So grimdark. I love it.
Oh, it was awful. It was fucking awful.
I love it.
You gotta read that book, man. It's so good.
That was one of the things I was wanting to look at is about how dreadnoughts actually work because it seems like it's something like that. The Grey Knights have another thing. They have Dread Knights.
Ooh.
And I don't know exactly what the difference is, but I like them as a unit because they seem more like actual paladins.
Well,
because they do more warpy psychic shit.
Yeah, they're the freaking Grey Knights, dude. They're like an order of magnitude above the regular Astartes. They're super dope.
Aren't they Primaris?
No, they're not Primaris. That's something
they don't have any Primaris because they don't need them.
Primaris is New Lord. The Grey Knights were basically marooned on a planet that got separated from the space-time continuum of the Imperium, and then the warp somehow changed, and
Malcador the Sigillite put them in a warp bubble.
Is that what it is?
It was towards the end of the Horus Heresy. He put them in because he was the Emperor was go find 12 people. It's 4 humans and then 8 Space Marines.
All right.
And then they sent them to Titan as their homeworld.
All right.
And he was like, "You guys are going to be the shit." And he's right. They're an order of magnitude above regular space.
Yeah, they got separated from the normal continuum of the Imperium.
They got just hidden basically a psychic shield and taken into the warp toward the end of the Horus Heresy, and then it came back into real space.
So they went into that with the technological and the.
So they were they already Space Marines?
They were.
Whenever they got put in this warp bubble.
Yeah,
but they got to advance for 1,000 years or something.
They came out of it. It was a couple of years or something like that in real time, and they came out and there was maybe 50 of them, and then there's a whole legion of, well, not quite a legion because there's not as many Grey Knights as there are. They're lesser, but they're much more capable.
Yeah, they're Billy Badass.
They are,
and they can back
when
it
they
up.
were in this warp bubble, they advanced. So 1,000 years went by for them, and only 2 years went by in real space.
And it was a shorter time for the Imperium.
But they're built for fucking up demons.
Yeah,
that's their bread and butter.
They are the anti-warp.
Okay, so they have a lot of psychic abilities.
They got all that. They can shut that chaos shit down. Yeah, it is.
I was listening to this thing today about the orcs, and the orcs, their main warlord, I can't think of his name, Garlek or some shit like that.
What's that guy's name? I can't remember.
You know who I'm talking about?
But he's super cool. I love the orcs.
He's fucking awesome. But they got stuck in the warp on a Space Hulk, and like demons kept like coming through this portal, and this fucking orc, like he fucking shot things at it, used up all of his rockets and guns, and it wouldn't. He was so mad because it wouldn't close, and he finally settled the matter by headbutting it, and it worked because
he believed it would close it probably
because fucking Wog. And so he headbutts this portal closed, and then rides this fucking Space Hulk, rides it into a planet, like not to a planet, rides it into a planet, smashes into it, and he gets out and he basically he takes over this whole planet, just destroys this entire fucking planet that he crashed this meteor into. He takes over the whole thing, subjugates its peoples, destroys everything.
As you do.
Breaks it all down and then takes off. And everybody's like, what the fuck was that? What just happened? And he just fucked off. Maybe he died. The warlord's dead. The Wog is shattered. But no, that's not what happened. He pops up later and he was like, no, that was like seeking intelligence. I just wanted to see... Just wanted to see what was up with them.
Getting the lay of the land, man.
And I thought that was the most orc shit ever. Because that's what, like, doing research looks like to them. It's just, let's go to this planet and completely demolish it. Okay. So they're about that strong then. Let's go do it again.
Let's go see the next one.
We'll do it better next time.
Yeah.
Fucking
I figured that out.
That's probably my favorite iteration of what an orc is the Warhammer one.
Yeah, definitely.
It's crazy.
They're the best.
They really are, man. They really fucking are. They're so cool. They grow from spores. They're a fungus.
They are a fungus.
They're like a weirdly psychic fungus.
And anywhere they land, there's going to be more of them.
Really
well, you said favorite unit. What's your favorite Legion? Or do you even like...
What's your favorite unit?
I don't know anything about units because I've never played the game.
Dude, I got into Warhammer off of Dawn of War 40K. So.
See, I've heard of those, but I've never played any of them.
It was the first Dawn of War. I might have been 14 when that came out. 15, maybe.
That's pretty old.
Yeah, that's super old. But I love the Blood Ravens. They're like a spaceborne chapter. They don't have a home world, and they value knowledge above all else, so they like seek out artifacts and ancient knowledge and stuff like that.
Sounds like word bearers.
Pretty close, and
except they didn't ruin everything.
Yeah, I don't know too much about their lore, honestly, because I haven't really kept up with it, and I don't know if like wargaming even still supports them or anything. But I really like that chapter. It's super cool. Also, the Space Sharks.
Space Sharks?
Space Sharks.
I haven't heard of that one. Most of my knowledge comes from just watching. Like, I had a buddy basically, he explained the concept of, like, the Emperor and all that. I was like, this sounds fucking wild.
It's super fucking cool.
And I just started, like, not really watching, more listening to, like, just Warhammer lore videos. Like, when I was, like, going on drives to and from places. And that's like where most of that comes from.
Yep.
And I was just looking at some stuff on like the tabletop game, and it's like, it might be kind of fun to try this out. That's why I was saying we should try it, but like, you have to go whole hog into it. Get something small.
I'm down.
And just play around with it. But the lore is enough that that's what interests me the most.
That's the part that I enjoy the most, for sure. There's so much.
But I'm totally Space Wolf for life.
Also, the Eldar are pretty cool.
Eldar are really fucking cool.
I like the Tau. They're awesome.
Tau are cool, too.
No, they're disgraceful.
Well, they're just communists. So.
The Tyranids are
they're disgraceful because they don't engage in glorious melee combat.
That's my thing. Like, I think if I was actually playing tabletop, I would be real shooty and not very melee.
Right?
Yeah. You know.
Eldar. Like, they're a good Eldar, though. Like, they're...
Yeah, I don't think anyone in that universe is good.
Well, I mean, that's
I think there are some are good.
I think that as good as they can be in that setting.
There's not a lot of good choices in that setting.
Yeah.
I mean,
What was that Sanguinus Primarch?
Sanguinius.
Sanguinius?
Yeah, the Blood Angel.
He was good.
He's dope.
Lehman Russ is good.
he's a bigot. He's kind of a piece of shit.
Nah, he's good. Reboot, as much as I hate to say it, reboot, girly man.
Roboot
No.
Man.
No,
He likes
He's
them
good.
big titty Eldar bitches.
He's good.
he's not good.
These are good people.
He's a Mary Sue.
He is a Mary Sue.
Fake Krosky's good.
He's not though. He fucking sucks. God.
He liked it when he got Primaris Marines.
Yeah, and he got his dad's sword, and now he's in charge.
Fuck Primaris Marines.
Look at us. We're the Ultramarines. We're fucking blood.
What's the guy's name that made him? The Primaris, I mean.
Oh, isn't that fucking what's his face? That robot dude?
Fabius Bile? That's not him.
No, it's the dude on Mars, right? What's
Yeah, I'm trying to
Belisarius
think of his name.
and
I
then
can't
call?
Belisarius.
Yeah,
Oh,
whatever that
yeah,
guy's
that's
name is.
right. That's
Just finished
right.
that book, actually.
Izzy, have you ever heard of this YouTube series called "If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device"?
I have heard of it, but I have not watched it.
It's pretty amazing.
I think I saw a
sounds
few episodes like a long time ago, but I haven't watched
The
it
dude
recently.
is, and it's pretty old because it's like it started like 6 years ago, but like the first few episodes are like 5 minutes long and they're just kind of gags. The later ones are like episodes of TV shows. They're like 30 minutes long. There is one like there's like a special, just like a filler episode where like they play Yu-Gi-Oh with Zinch, and it is fucking amazing.
I do like.
I don't
the
even
Chaos
like
Gods.
I don't even like Yu-Gi-Oh, but like holy shit, it's fucking great.
Yep.
What's your favorite Chaos God?
The fucking corn.
Right?
Blood
Like
for the
the-
blood god, skulls for the skulls from the
Skulls for the-
motherfucking skull throne.
I'm going with Slanesh.
I do like Slash.
You sexy bitch.
Yes.
You probably like Zinch, don't you?
No, I like Corn. Corn's
Really?
fucking awesome. Yeah.
I had you pegged
Slanesh
for-
followed by Nurgle. I really do like
I like
Grandfather
Nurgle.
Nurgle.
Grandpa Nurgle.
He's dope, dude. That's so cool.
It goes Corn, Slanesh, Nurgle.
I
like
figured your
Slanesh a lot,
yeah.
I just figured your casty self would be all about fucking Zinch.
I don't even know if I like Slanesh so much as I just really like the Eldar.
If you like the Eldar, why don't you like Slanesh?
Yeah, I gotta
I
be
think they're cooler than their god.
Slanesh.
But they have their own gods, right? Like Cain, they have like a war god. thing,
Yeah, they've
Cain.
got their own gods. But he got broke down into like shards of Cain, and
Slanesh is pretty new, right?
the newest. Yeah,
yeah, I think Slanesh is the newest because
'cause
that's the one that the Eldar.
The
brought
Eldar
into
did that
being.
because
That was
they wouldn't
Warp
stop torture
Rift or-
fucking each other, and then Slanesh just birthed into the universe.
It said, "Fuck you! I'll take your souls."
And like killed all of them.
Those look
And now there's
tasty.
the fucking Dark Eldar.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh shit! Like this motherfucker is actively draining our life unless we torture fuck people
Yep,
and turn people into living coat racks."
it's
And
a real
catch-
problem.
And catch our spirits in these
With
rocks.
rocks.
But don't worry, we can handle it.
They can't. Like, none of them can handle it. It's,
No, that whole thing is wild. The Necrons in the fucking Catan.
yeah, I don't really understand that very well.
It's I've watched a lot of videos about it, and I don't get it. The way they make it out that the Necrontyrs' lives were, I don't see how they managed to have like an empire to span the galaxy.
Well,
And if they
hooked up with
and if they did,
Catans, didn't
yeah.
if they did, why did they not? If they were at that point, why didn't they all just leave their shitty world and find a better place instead of running into the old ones and being like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you guys won't teach us how to be immortal? Well, fuck you. We're gonna have a fight." Why didn't they just go somewhere else and not live on that shitty radiation blasted planet?
Right.
But then but basically they went back and like, well, they won't teach us how to do it, I guess. And then they found this fucking
We'll just do it ourselves.
this like thing of gas eating star gas around their sun, and then they poured liquid metal on it and it became sentient and was like, this is pretty fucking rad. And then it found out when it ate their souls, it's like, this is way better than star radiation. I'm gonna start eating you motherfuckers. And then they were like, yeah, let's go fuck these old ones up. And then that's kind of what happened. And then the old ones made the Eldar and the Quarks, not the Orcs back then.
Yeah,
Right.
the Quarks.
And
Well, it's still not a whole lot much clearer.
well, that's
But thank you.
that's what happened. There's some extra stuff in there. They did that. There's one really cool Catan. His name is the Void Dragon. Apparently, the Emperor fought him at some point. I don't know if that actually happened or not. That's something it's some one of those things that I can't ever find out if it did happen or if it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But apparently, they say he's sleeping under Mars.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the machine gun?
No, they maybe.
No, they were saying the
gun.
machine gun might be some... Ow, fucker. Bitch. The machine god might be some, like, ancient Eldar god.
I'm not sure.
Ooh, no, I think Chace was more on the point on that one.
I think they think that that it's there somewhere.
I say so.
But then someone else says that it might be that Void Dragon sleeping under deep in Mars somewhere. But who knows? But yeah, you should watch If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. It's basically like Dragon Ball Z Abridged, but for Warhammer. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Dragon Ball Z.
Well, it doesn't have any... It's comparing the two. Dragon Ball Z Abridged is a bunch of guys took all the... Let's take the best action scenes and just put jokes around them instead of do normal anime.
Okay.
It's pretty good, too. You should check that out.
I think I'll go with the Emperor Text-to-Speech, or Speech-to-Text.
Well, I'm
Whatever.
sure you would go with that first because it's something you're into. But I'm
Yeah.
saying Dragon Ball Z Abridged is also pretty cool.
I accept these terms.
Okay.
No stone unturned. Did we? Is that all the Warhammer shit? Is that it?
I think that's all I have to offer for Warhammer.
That's quite a lot. I mean, we could talk about any one of the factions specifically, but...
I don't know enough about them.
I don't either.
I just know that I really like Grey Knights, and basically because they seem like paladins, because they can do a little bit of everything.
They're definitely paladins. They are the paladins, for sure.
There's salamanders and Vulcan, isn't that it?
Yeah.
And
Vulcan's supposed to be kind of nice, I think.
Yeah, the salamanders are like the nicest of the...
Even they probably still take people's lunch money, though.
I don't think they do.
In that universe.
Nah, I don't think they do.
In that universe, probably so.
I think they try and save
the tithe
everybody.
for the Emperor.
And
Yeah.
Oh no, they've already given their tithe to the Emperor. They live to serve the Emperor of mankind.
They have cool armor.
Yeah.
It's got like weird spikes and stuff. It looks more bestial, like kind of dragony.
The Raptors, aren't they the ones with jetpacks and shit?
The Raven Guard.
Is that it? Raven
Yeah,
Guard?
the black
There's so
ones
many
with the
now.
white-
Well, I mean, there's so many now though because there's chapters, not just legions. There
Yeah.
was just 20, and now that they broke. Somebody had to break them all up. He's like, "You guys know what would be cool?"
What?
If we-
Lorgar was like, let's break it all up?
No, that's the Rowboat Girly Man. He was like, "We should break them all up so we don't have another heresy, but I'll still have the most bros."
We definitely shouldn't have 100,000 Space Marines under the command of one Primarch anymore, because that didn't work out the first time. So we're gonna go with 1,000 strong chapters, plus, whatever, servitors or...
Oh, that would be a horrible fate. Being a fucking servitor.
Yeah! What's up?
There's
There's
a
a
lot of eyes. You don't know what's going on.
No, I think they make it so you're there.
I bet they do.
I bet they do.
It's Warhammer.
Yeah.
Ah!
You know what you're doing, but you can't stop it. Fuck you.
There's a lot. Look up like what an arcoflagellant is. That's basically kind of that, but worse.
What's Arcoflagellant?
Basically, it's a servitor that only does suicide missions, and they have and they just they have like a signal word that just sets you off, and you just go berserk and attack whatever's near you, and they just send you into battle.
That's awful.
It's pretty bad.
It's not as bad as a demon
Demonculaba? Yeah.
What is a demonculaba?
Some type of...
You're just a womb for a demon.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How?
Imagine Alien, but with fucking daemons.
Okay.
And not a little chest burst. It's like... And you swell up.
Yeah,
huge.
just imagine growing an 8-foot man in your stomach.
Yeah, that's how Chaos Marines are born.
Yeah.
That's fucking rad.
It's pretty bad.
That's metal as shit.
It is metal as shit.
How do you get impregnated with a Space Marine demon?
You get caught by the Chaos Marines.
I am sure there are lots of extremely large needles involved.
They probably go right up your butthole.
Probably. Or in your dick hole.
I'm sure there's one for that one too.
Yeah,
They've got one.
It's them. It's chaos, dude.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, they do. Go in through your fucking eye holes and everything. God, probably drill through your teeth. For something. Probably.
For fun.
Yeah.
You got a little DNA in there. You're gonna figure it out.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, the Mechanicus freak me out. I think they're gross. I don't fucking like them.
What do you got against Mechanicus?
They're fucking weird. They're basically servitors with that are in charge.
No, they're not servitors.
They look like it.
They look
They're
like
way
it,
more
yeah.
sentient. They
Yeah.
they don't
I don't
believe
like 'em.
flesh is weak and
They've got
machines
free
are
will
strong.
still.
I don't care. They can keep it.
Yeah, Belisarius Call is like a spider thing.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
got
it's
his
nightmare
old buddy,
fuel.
Um,
All of them
Hugo
are.
or something.
I hate them.
Know.
Well, he's basically R2D2 thing. I don't know how much of him is in there though.
There's no telling.
But no, Belisarius Call, and the thing about Belisarius Call too is there was a scientist that was like really old and had Belisarius Call come to him, and then this old scientist basically stole his mind, like overwrote his mind with his own so he could keep living.
All right.
Belisarius Call. So Belisarius Call, to my understanding, isn't technically Belisarius Call. It's
Well, he's got like multiple. He's got multiple copies of himself. I didn't know that he had taken like another mind into his being like that. But that's pretty cool, actually.
I may need to bone up on that, but to my understanding, that's what it is. But yeah, I like the Mechanicum, dude. They're fucking cool.
No, fuck them. I don't like them. They ain't right.
The Machine Cult, they're fucking rad. They're all rad. They've got the Skitarii.
Yeah, fuck them. They're not cool.
What's wrong with the Skitarii?
I don't like any of those motherfuckers on Mars, alright? I'm a goddamn racist.
I wouldn't mind taking my legs off at the knee and putting some like giraffe legs down there or something.
Right?
Run
Y'all
about 30
motherfuckers
miles an hour.
They got that for you on
Be
Mars.
cool as shit. Yeah, I can get that shit at Mars.
Or you could just be a space marine.
Nah, I
No.
don't want to be a space marine. They don't have dicks. I like
You don't have those motherfuckers on Mars. They ain't got no dicks either.
They got metal ones. They got tentacles
No.
that come out. Nah, it's a Japanese shit they got.
No, that's Tau shit. You're getting into some Tau stuff now. Maybe some Tau Mechanicums.
I've never seen any Tau
But
dicks.
not in those red-blooded Mars ones. That shit is...
None of that hanky-panky going on.
No, I'm a fucking space racist, and I hate fucking Mars. I would fit right in.
Wait, wow, just Mars?
I hate Mars the most. I don't really have anything against the other, except the Dark Eldar. I have something against those fucking psychopaths.
Yeah, fuck the Dark Eldar. Ugh. Ugh.
They're kind of fun.
No, fuck them.
Nope.
They're kind of fun.
No,
I
fuck
like
them.
What about the Tyranids?
They're pretty metal.
Tyranids are really close to my favorite shit.
I really don't care.
I have an
fucking
appreciation for what the Tyranids are, but they're a bunch of bugs.
Yeah, they're just a primal force. Like, they don't have any real
they're not-
motivation. They just eat
They
everything.
Just propagate.
Yeah, that's too
Mindless
simple.
propagation.
That's too simple. I like the orcs better because they enjoy it. They're at least
Yeah, the
like
orcs are
fulfilling their purpose
They have
as
personality.
they see it in the universe.
The orcs are my absolute favorite, but
They're just bros. They're just bros. Fight me. That's an orc. Fight me.
Right.
Do it. No,
just-
you're not going to? Don't worry. I'll fight you.
It's just, it's how they interact with things. Like,
Yeah.
they don't like, examine, taste,
No.
feel things,
Not for
listen.
a second.
None of that shit. No, they pulverize shit. That's how they interact with it. That's how they come to understand things.
I can hit it? Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit it.
The crazy childlike.
How hard can I hit it?
Was it red goes fast?
Oh yeah, red goes fast.
Red makes it go
sneaky.
faster.
Purple is the sneakiest color because have you ever seen a purple orc? No, you haven't.
Because they're super sneaky.
Because they're sneaky. I don't know what yellow does. Does that make it blow up harder?
I can't remember. Those are the only two I know for sure.
I don't know. I just like that if they believe a thing, it makes it true. If
I
there's
love that
enough
dude.
of
They
them.
have to have strong enough wog.
Yeah.
Like, they've got to build up all that. So that's why orcs have to do things in mass.
Once they
So
get
they
that
need that
wall
wog.
going, it's on.
And they have, what is it, the weird boys?
Oh, yeah.
They're like,
They're
they're basically
psychers.
shamans, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, sometimes, like, they're just as likely to just freak out and go catatonic as they are to be helpful in combat. Like, sometimes they just freak out and start crying and shit.
I love that.
I love orc science.
The orcs are the best faction by far. I know that's heresy to say, but it is true.
They're definitely the most fun.
They're probably not the coolest, but they are the most fun.
Yes.
Nah, Eldar are the coolest.
No, they try
No,
too
they're
hard.
not.
Those are the guys that wear.
They were made.
They wear the Ray-Bans, like the sport glasses. Fuck the Eldar, dude. They're not the coolest.
No,
Fuck
they're a
them.
bunch of fucking hipster soy boys.
No, I like what I really like is the different
Who's the coolest
guardsmen. The coolest?
Yeah, who's the coolest?
If I had to pick one, I would say the Death Corps of Krieg.
Who the fuck is the Death
I
Corps of Krieg?
love them, dude. They're basically just a bunch of clones. The commissars that get assigned to the Death Corps of Krieg don't try to spur their troops on into battle. They try to keep them from charging into battle and killing themselves.
So they're just fucking mental. They're orcs. Basically, they're just fucking orcs.
Yeah, they wear the coolest armor. They wear, they fight the hardest. They don't give a shit about themselves. They're absolutely fearless in every regard, and I really like the Death Corps of Krieg. And also their backstory is pretty dope.
Who's their Primarch?
It's an Imperial Guard regiment.
Oh shit!
It's not even.
It's a bunch of flashlight bros.
Yeah, it's just people. They've got really strong flashlights that they shine at orcs and chaos. And
I'm thinking just like mall security that gets its hands on some PCP or something. Just
that's what they are. Yeah, like there's the different guard regiments, and they have to give them commissars to keep them fighting all the time and to keep them from being scared. But the Death Corps is just like.
For y'all
don't give a
just
shit.
so everyone knows, Izzy's has gotten up and moved over to the door frame. Has just been doing pull-ups.
I gotta
Every
move.
now and
I
then.
gotta move a little bit. I gotta think. I can't think while I'm sitting. It's not okay, and I gotta
some
pee real
manly
bad.
Yeah,
But
I'm
yeah,
sitting here. I'm kind of cold.
I'm cold too. But that's the price we pay for doing this outside.
Right? I'll pay it.
but yeah. If I had to pick one, I would go with the Death Corps of Krieg. Their backstory is pretty dope too. They were from like basically a paradise planet, but I think it was Chaos that invaded, and they managed to hold off the invasion like at the 11th minute. And after that, they just pledged themselves wholeheartedly to the Imperium, and basically just started cloning themselves to provide a tithe. And they're badass.
Wait, they can just clone themselves?
Yeah. They were...
Do they have, like, one of those STCs or something?
No, they were pretty technologically advanced to begin with. And I think they got saved at the 11th hour is what happened. And so to show their gratitude, they basically just went whole hog on serving the Emperor.
It is kind of wild of some of that stuff out there. I can't remember what story it is, but there's one where they find like an old ship. And
Space Hulks?
I think it is a Space Hulk. It's something, but it has a working, like a full-fledged working AI with an intact STC on it.
Ooh, shit.
And it starts talking to them, and they start talking about disassembling it, because there's like a mechanicus with them, there's some Space Marines, and this AI is like, oh, okay, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, and like their power armor freezes. The mechanicus guy can't do anything. He's like, you guys ain't gonna do shit. And basically, this computer just starts dressing them down on how fucking stupid they are because you don't like my ship and it's sleek and clean because it doesn't have fucking skulls on everything and all this other stuff and how far you've let yourselves fall.
Yep.
It's like, you guys are fucking stupid.
I've heard that one, yeah. I like that.
What is that? I want to read that.
I don't know what actual story it is. I was listening to a lore video about STCs and things like that, and that came up.
That's what they're always looking for.
Dude named Luton.
Let's Luton.
Dude, if it's not some British dude talking, I don't trust him. some bloody yank comes on and starts talking about Warhammer. As much as I like it, I would never try to.
Fuck you!
We're talking about it right now, and I expect anyone that has any inkling of what Warhammer is to just ignore us completely.
Right?
Because come on, none of us are British.
I don't have a British accent.
Yeah.
That's the one good thing that people from England are good for, is to tell you about Warhammer.
There's another
one.
And he's Australian. It's Major Kill, and he's hilarious.
Right.
Well, that's basic. That's like dirty English.
It's basic, yeah.
That's where they threw all their criminals.
Yeah.
But
we got Warhammer from England.
England.
Okay, they gave us Warhammer. I guess that's okay.
There's some good
really
things.
Good. And I knew there was a reason we kept them around.
It's a feather in their cap.
Right. We'll give you that.
Keep all your fucking food and shit over there. We don't want it.
Yeah.
All they did is boil everything anyway.
But keep exporting Warhammers.
Yes.
So I like that shit.
All right.
We talk it out?
I think we talked it out. I think we probably lost everybody again for going into Warhammer a second time, but I don't care. I enjoyed it.
Hopefully we brought some people into Warhammer.
We didn't. We're not British.
That's true.
They don't believe us. It's a real problem.
We just encourage them not to believe us because we are not the proper people to spread Warhammer gospel.
No, well, we say reboot Girly Man.
Well,
it's actually Roboot.
Ghillie Suit.
Roboot Ghillie Suit.
Robot Ghillie.
I think we got it.
Robot Willy Man.
Roberto Guillermo del Toro. All right, yeah, I think that's that.
Again, sorry for.
Shut up! Nobody cares.
Sorry.
So anyway, transgender issues.
You don't get to talk about those. Check.
Nobody here knows about that. Sorry.
I said that I was going to do. I'm going to check your privilege, Israel.
I'm a white male.
I'm going to check your white gay privilege.
I'm as white and as gay as they get, so we can deal with that. I was just joking around anyway.
No, if you say JK after whatever you say on the internet, it's okay.
Well, is that?
Confirm.
Oh, that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
it spills out into real life. If I was to eat a whole large pizza and I said JK afterwards, it doesn't count.
It's gone. That's not a real large pizza.
It was a nice house salad.
Well, I would like to avoid any political issues. I'm not well informed enough to offer.
I'm not either.
What is that? A legitimate opinion on any of that?
Boy, I sure think I am when I've been drinking.
And how?
Well, I know better.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. We'll hit you up next week. Spaghetti sauce on the way.
Lorgar sucks.
What?